Today I wanted to teach a quick lesson on just the art of being positive. Real quick, I wanted to share a story that happened to me actually just yesterday. Um, I was actually scammed out of a good lump sum of money. Um, Thought I was investing it. Turned out I wasn't. Lost more money than most people bring home in a month. Um, but it didn't bury me. Also, at the same time, yesterday I found out that at my old job, a lot of people were spreading rumors. People that I thought were friends were spreading rumors as to why it was that I was no longer there, that were completely inaccurate. Now, with those two things happening, I could totally go off on them, and I could be really mad about losing the money, and I mean, there's a lot of negative things that could have turned out uh, from those experiences. Um, but today I woke up and I decided, today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a positive day. Because I'm also a firm believer, and I teach that no matter what negatives happened yesterday, they have no control. They have zero control over the positives that you can create today. And so I'll listen to a positive audio by Tony Robbins, and I got a quick lesson from him now. I'm going to be reading a lot from the notes that I took from the lessons because I just got done with it, and I felt that it was important to share. But I'm also going to be putting this on my blog as well, so it can break down everything that I'm talking about. So there's a five-step process to help you with positive feedback, how to get and become positive. And the first step is to decide to develop the habit to see what's right in your world instead of what's wrong. Try focusing on what you have instead of what you don't have. Extremely important lesson there. A lot of people are always upset because of what they don't have. They do not look at the good things that they do have. So you need to learn how to focus more on what you do have. You have to condition yourself and develop a habit by going through a mental diet. Now, I always play with my beard, I'm sorry. This is one of the things that Tony emphasized. And when he talked about the mental diet, this is something that I'm going to try out for a week. And he wants you to try out for a week as well, where you go an entire week without actually acting on a negative thought. It's okay to have negative thoughts, but to not take action on those is what you're actually looking to do. You want to turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. So for 7 days, live your life without one single negative thought, or by taking action on that negative thought. It doesn't mean that you won't have negative thoughts. It's that you don't hold on to that negative thought. Like, for example, today I could still be mad about the money that I lost. I've moved on because I know that I can make up the money that I lost within the next week to a week and a half. So that's no longer an issue for me. So you got to go 7 straight days without holding on to a negative thought. Focus on how you can turn everything around. If you go a couple days without a negative thought and then have a day of being negative because something happened, and more than likely something will happen, but if you decide and you make the decision to not hold on to that, then you're winning, and you can turn that into a positive outcome. But if you hold on to that negative thought and you're on like day three, then unfortunately you got to start your challenge all over again. Start again. Go 7 days. If you can go 7 days, um, the people that have done it have said it has absolutely changed their life. So I'm going to go the next 7 days without holding on to a negative thought. And today is Wednesday, so that means I got to go through next Tuesday without actually holding on or acting on a negative thought. Focus on solutions, not on the problems. Okay. Step two, decide to become curious instead of judgmental. Instead of finding fault with other people, get curious as to why it is that they're negative. Okay. And see if you can help them out. All right. Help them turn their day around. And by helping them turn their day around and making them feel more positive, that's going to make you feel more positive. All right. About yourself and about how you can go about looking at different situations, just different negative situations. You can use negative and turn that into power, okay, by simply looking at solutions. All right. Again, going back to step one, focus on solutions instead of problems. Most of the time, people just need to know that others care. So if you find somebody that's going through a negative time, they can be turned around instantly just by knowing that there's somebody there that even cares. Maybe you don't have the ultimate solution for their problems, but you can lift their head up and you can make them see a better way. Step three, develop the habit of positive thinking, or to develop the habit of positive thinking, decide right now to develop the habit of giving compliments by complimenting others for what they are doing right. I always felt that this is one of the things that my old manager did wrong. Even if something was going wrong in the office, you can make that right by giving positive reinforcement. It works. The only people that don't try that are the people that don't want it to work. They're set in their ways. They're negative. Even though sometimes you see them preaching positive, they lean towards the negative more than the positive. And those people, the people that are mostly negative, if I can't help them, I remove them from my life because that's not something that I want in my life. Step four, one step forward, decide not to be perfect. The best way to always be negative is to be fixed on trying to be perfect all the time. Nobody is perfect. Nobody on this earth is perfect. Everybody has their faults. Um, Find something that you can appreciate about the opportunity that you have and build on that. Okay, find something that you can appreciate based on, like, example, the issues that I went through yesterday. I can appreciate the fact that I can push those aside and drive forward. And I know that by doing that, I can appreciate the fact that I can use that to help others do the same thing. Okay, so decide not to be perfect. Also, let me see here. Number five, decide to develop the habit of using the F word. Fail. Fail's the F word I'm looking for. Even though, being from Boston, I've dropped the other F word, the other F word a few times in casual talk. Anyway, but fail. Fail's the word we're looking for. You have to be okay with failing. Failure is actually feedback on how to move forward. Okay, if you fail at something, you find out why you failed, and you build another plan on how to move forward. If you come across an obstacle, you don't stop at the obstacle and turn around. It's an obstacle because it's something that you can overcome. Okay? There's a brick wall in front of you and you know that there's freedom on the other side. You'll find a way to get through that brick wall. So decide to develop the habit of using the F word. Fail. Also, another F word is faith. You got to have faith that you're on the right path, that going towards your vision and every day building towards your vision is going to work. It's going to work. Sometimes it'll take a little bit longer than it takes other people, but if you have faith, you will succeed because it is going to work. That's the only mentality that you need. Okay? Have faith and be okay with the other F word of fail. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Those are the 5 steps. I'm also going to write a blog on this. And it was 8.5 minutes. It was a lot longer than I wanted to go, but I hope that you got something out of this, and I appreciate your time, and thank you very much for watching this. And if you got something from it, just go ahead and leave a comment on the YouTube page or on our Facebook page or anywhere else that you see this at. So I appreciate you. Stay young, stay positive, have a great day. You can go after whatever it is that you want. I'll talk to you later.